Step 4, the county adopted ICLEI 5 milestones is implement the local action plan. And if you're concerned about property rights and personal freedom of choice, here begins the really scary part of this probably too lengthy narrative. Try to keep it entertaining, maybe not. Anyway, the size of the stick awaiting those who do not heed the call of saving money by voluntary measures is now revealed. Which brings us to the Thomas Jefferson Planning District Commission, TJPDC. I don't know which is short of this say. Anyway, it describes itself as coordinating planning across a wide variety of jurisdictions and regulatory agencies. Its website, which I encourage you to visit, states that it provides resources to the city of Charlottesville and Albemarle County and was formed in 1972 in order to, quote, promote the orderly and efficient development of the physical, social, and economic elements of the district. Is anyone here reminded of the term central planning or planned economy? I encourage you, really do visit their site. My search of the website does not reveal this funding source for this organization. They specialize in grant application writing, and perhaps that is one of their funding sources. Amongst their commissioners are the listed board of supervisor members Ann Malik, also Dennis Rooker is their treasurer. To me, this organization appears to function what I would describe as a shadow government. It's not an elected official part of the county. It is dedicated to regulating your personal actions and property rights, all in the name of the common good as determined by their experts. Right? Does that not sound a tiny bit socialistic? Think of the 1988 book by Friedrich Hayek, The Fatal Conceit, subtitled The Errors of Socialism. This Nobel Prize-winning Austrian economist and philosopher noted that there exists what he called this, quote-unquote, fatal conceit, namely that one man or one group or government committee can successfully shape the world around themselves according to their wishes, good intention or otherwise. This does not mean that such groups will not keep trying. Last fall, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development awarded nearly $1 million to the Thomas Jefferson District for a 3-year project to, quote, implement plans that foster, what gang? You can start probably chiming in, sustainable communities. As the U.S. government is officially broke, at least 40% of that million is borrowed from the Chinese or just printed by the Treasury. Why not just give it back? we have enough laws, regulations, and procedures to deal with the future. Their related news release states that, in part, quote, the grant funds will enable the creation of a Charlottesville Regional Sustainability Implementation Plan and be used to, quote, to update, very important, this is all important, is used to update the Albemarle County Comprehensive Plan. That's a legal document underlying everything you can and can't do in the community here. In addition, quote, there will be a focus on behavior change, and on developing sustainable habits. It sounds as though the big stick approach just got $1 million to build a really big stick, as Ed Sullivan probably used to say. $1 million in 3 years. The city, county, UVA, and the Local Energy Alliance program, the LEAP, which I mentioned earlier, are listed as partners. The 10-page plan for your future can be viewed online. I wish you would read it. The emphasis is on implementation of sustainability as defined by this group. The project mirrors that of the action of their local climate action, mirrors that of the 5-part framework with ICLEI's over 5 steps. The Thomas Jefferson Plan lists 6 products, and if you read through it, this is obviously written in the language of grant application because they call their 5 steps as 6 products. So their 6 products are 1, sustainability baseline, common land use transportation, integration of sustainability strategies into the comprehensive plan, code and ordinance sustainability recommendation, and plan for behavior change process, and finally, use performance measures to monitor sustainability performance. After a while, even I can't stand to see the word sustainability, but it's built into all of this, and I'm repeating this as it appears. There's not enough time here for me to go into detail on this document. I will give you a sampling of the language, and I think the language is very revealing. in their master plan. And I hope each of you will read it. Once again, read it. Okay, here we go. These are all the magic words and phrases lifted directly out of this plan. Under sustainability baseline, focus on housing costs, social and economic inequality. Are you ready for this? Fresh food access, shifting transportation from single vehicles to alternate modes, transit, bike, and pedestrian, generation of greenhouse gases. Under common land use will integrate future land use and transportation plans of Albemarle region, Charlottesville, and UVA into a transportation plan for the future. Under integrate sustainability strategies into the comprehensive plans. Quote, identify specific sustainability strategies for the region and update the city and county plans which are coming up for review. I might add that the County Board of Supervisors must vote on changes to the county's comprehensive plan, and that 2 members of the Board of Supervisors also sit on the same Jefferson District Planning Commission. So they seem to get a chance to craft the changes unofficially and vote on them later. Under review sustainability needs, and I keep on wondering, how is sustainability defined by whom? Finally, their answer. All right, everybody, class, pay attention. This is in grant writing legalese. Quote, true sustainability is accomplished when the barriers between single-purpose organizations and plans are broken down and the focus shifts to the cost-cutting approaches that meet the needs of end users, end quote. That was an aha moment for me. I see clearly. Did you understand what that was? All right. I just want to break the pace here because Brian Wheeler did a pretty good job here of describing what was going to be happening here this evening. Talked to a number of people. And so here he's given me something which I will interject at least a couple of times while discussing the Thomas Jefferson Plan District plan there. So here in his article in Charlottesville tomorrow, Stephen Williams is their executive director. And the quote down below, we being the Thomas Jefferson Planning District, we have no intention to dictate to people what they can do with their land or to place any new requirements on them. He added, we are not in the business of telling people what to do. We're asking what can be done on a voluntary basis to increase sustainability in the region. So remember that. So now I'm continuing reading through this plan, which they've gotten which Stephen Williams and the group have gotten $1 million in 3 years to implement.